What's good, man? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I'm I'm over here. I've been mostly working on a bunch of music as of late.
That's awesome. It's good to have you on. You definitely are someone that I've been wanting to interview for quite some time, considering that you and
Oh,
I, have mutual friends in this local
oh
music
yeah.
community. So I was like, man, I gotta interview this guy. So we got friends, we got some things in common here and there. So I'm like, let's get them on. Let's get them on. And I'm
Oh yeah.
very excited about this. How is your 2021 considering everything that's happening? How's your new year holding along so far?
So I mean, it's been holding pretty optimistically, honestly. In terms of a personal level, like
Yeah.
a lot of things in life, I just kind of like hit a really nice point to where I don't know, like it's just a really good feeling. Everything's really falling into place in terms of just regular life, like having my own apartment and such. Musically, like I'm working on my first album, and then I'm also like politically looking at everything and optimistic on what's to come, saddened over what's already happened.
Yeah.
Just to put it kind of more of a blanket kind of way. Of course, no, you know me, like I'm vocal as hell.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Very aware of that for sure. Yeah, these past couple of days has been surreal, I guess I would describe it, with everything's happening. Um, I guess a lot of us thought, okay, it's a new year, clean slate. Maybe we can get through January without anything dramatic happening. But
yeah.
so much for that.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but couple of weeks away. New president coming in, and hope for the best. We'll see.
At least Smith isn't majority leader anymore.
Yeah. So for
So
sure.
I mean, it's some hope in the future right here. But like, no, I don't think anyone ever thought that it would get to that point,
Yeah.
that type of escalation. We knew it would escalate, but not to this extent.
Yeah. It definitely escalated. Like it's one thing to happen to a workplace or a grocery store or some sort of building of sorts, but that was a federal
Yeah,
building, and I'm not necessarily savvy on things like this, but that's a huge offense. Like you go into a federal building and do what these individuals did, that's going to put you in jail for a very long time. So
barely. They were calling for the vice president's head. Apparently, I
yeah,
mean, with those types of threats, yeah, you're gonna be in jail for
yeah,
quite a bit.
yeah. So man, that was very surreal. What happened? So, but like you said moments ago, we got some hope coming. So we'll see. Um, Musically, I've been listening to your music for a couple of weeks. I definitely want to talk about. I want to make sure I get this right. Skunk Surfeit is the Surfeit. Did I get that part right?
Yeah, you actually, yeah, it's Skunk Surfeit.
Gotcha. So I'm glad. I'm glad I
It,
got that right. So for those that may not be aware of your music per se, talk a little bit about Skunk Surfeit. How would you best describe the type of music for Skunk Surfeit?
Skunk Surfeit. It's if you like industrial type of music, if you
Mm-hmm.
like stuff like Nine Inch Nails, and you like it mixed with a little bit more of a little bit more hip hop type of influences, a little bit more like Chevelle, alternative rock type of influences. That's pretty much the gist of what my music is. It's a mix of industrial music, alternative rock, and hip hop. Um, in which the hip hop part you could probably blame people like Walter Clay for. He's inspired me quite a bit on that.
That guy's incredible. Walter Clay, easily a dope hip hop artist. Profound respect
Oh yeah.
for that dude. Not just musically, but just speaking on certain issues, and he's always good with me. As us,
He's one of the most honest people I've ever really
yeah,
met. In general, like he's very down to earth, very open and honest.
yeah. Every time I see him and Ayo Kami, especially at the music shows, like it's always a good time. So I definitely
Oh yeah.
enjoy chats with him and definitely enjoy his music. And the song he put out recently, I think Facebook took it out and then he brought it back. That's a dope song. I don't know the name of the song, but it's a dope song. So that dude he's awesome. So shout out to Walt Trey Clay for sure. Um,
Big show.
Absolutely. So you said you got new music on the way. I've heard your EP from last year, Year of the Skunk. Um,
Yeah.
I played a song a little bit earlier. It's called Island. I played the last song off that EP. I like
Oh, that's
to.
actually one of my favorites.
I tend to randomly play songs from certain artists unless it's like a single or whatever. But I randomly picked that song and I loved it. I definitely digged it. Um, you
I
definitely
appreciate that. Like,
very
it's really
very
cool to hear, honestly.
yeah, definitely dope record. Year of the Skunk. That's available on all digital music platforms, and it's also available on Bandcamp too. Um, so
Oh yeah.
So Bandcamp, they about to bring back Bandcamp Friday in February, I believe. And all the purchases will go directly towards the artists. So if you need to buy some music on Bandcamp Friday, I'm saying put Skunk Surfeit on there, on your consideration, for sure. uh,
I have some songs actually on Bandcamp that you can't find anywhere else. Whether it be like I don't want it monetized
right.
or it's just just exclusive to Bandcamp. So I mean, people want to check that out. Definitely more than welcome to.
Most definitely. So before we get to the new music, I would definitely want to go back to Year at the Skunk. Talk about recording that EP, man. How'd you feel about it? Record the whole process of recording that EP.
Oh man. So um pretty much before that point I did like two other EPs, but that like this one I felt was what really helped kind of define the sound I was trying to find within myself. And it was pretty much building it. I was kind of building it instrument by instrument, trying to find like the correct riffs for um, pretty much building the base of it. I didn't want to rely on any type of like drum midis or anything like that. I did all like program the drums completely just by hand, trying to find the right sound. Um, when it came to recording vocals,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, recording bass first, there were some tracks where I used regular bass, and then there were some tracks where I used like a sub bass VST to just kind of alternate between the two. But vocally, I pretty much built a vocal booth in my closet at the time, and it wasn't even fully soundproofed, and yet
Yeah.
I was able to record just fine in it and use those vocal tracks. Did all the production, like the mixing and mastering myself on it, and good old FL Studio, and then I just sent it out for distribution once I felt like it was ready.
Most definitely. Year of the Skunk by Skunk Surfeit is out on all digital music platforms. Go check that out. I got one more question for you before I let you go. As far as
Yeah.
2021 new music, you said you're working on a full length album this time around. How you feeling about that? And do you have a timetable release for this full length album?
Yeah, so I'm thinking about March, in which um, there's actually a music distribution label that's a part of the furry fandom that's going to take care of that for me to where like they're going to distribute it for me in March. Um, right now I'm working on the instrumentation of it, and I got some lyrics written. I just built the full vocal booth up, so things are starting to really connect there. And I'm hoping to have at least like a 10-track album by March. And I'll on social media I'll start to release the details of like the track listing and album title and album artwork as well.
So definitely look out for it coming out in March. At least that's what they're going for. Uh, and check them out on social media. I know you have a Facebook, you have an Instagram as well under Skunk Surfeit, and so definitely check out those as well. And Matt, it was great chatting with you, brother. Um,
Great
thank
chatting with you as well.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Continued success. Be safe out there. And I look forward to this new full length album. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
You're all right. Take care. You have a good night.
You too. See ya.
Bye bye.